the 24-hour anti-terrorist operation launched by Azerbaijan to re-establish the country's constitutional order briefly threatened to turn into an all-out war with Armenia over the disputed Nagorno-Karabakh region. However, hostilities were temporarily brought. It came to a halt, at least with a ceasefire brokered by the local Russian peacekeeping force. The talks are planned to be held in Yevlah, Azerbaijan, on September 21. According to local sources quoted by Guardian, agenda will include dissolution of local militias and reintegration of region into Azerbaijan. The conflict could easily escalate into the third major war over the region. Although this has not yet occurred, potential for escalation remains as the geopolitical balance of power continues to shift in once Russian-dominated South Caucasus. The conflict over Nagorno-Karabakh predates the collapse of the Soviet Union by decades. After bloody interethnic conflicts between Azeris and Armenians then Soviet Azerbaijan that began in 1988, a large-scale war broke out between newly independent Armenia and Azerbaijan 1992. By the time a Russian-brokered ceasefire halted the violence in May 1994, more than 100,000 people had been killed or injured and more than 1 million people had been displaced. The war ended with an Armenian victory, which established control of not only Nagorno-Karabakh but also other regions within Azerbaijan's internationally recognized borders. This included the Lachin corridor, a strip of land connecting Armenia to Nagorno-Karabakh. Futile, low-level tensions and violence continued for the next 2 decades, fueled by intense flare-ups in 2008 and 2014. In April 2016, another conflict escalated along the unstable ceasefire line. For the first time since 1994, Azerbaijan retook some of its territory before a new ceasefire brokered by Russia brought an end to the fighting. More than 4 years later, between September and November 2020, Azerbaijan launched another offensive that resulted in significant territorial gains, including Nagorno-Karabakh's second-largest city, Shusha. This second war ended with a ceasefire brokered by Russia and the deployment of Russian and Turkish peacekeepers to the region. Build and upgrade. Despite the ceasefire, little progress has been made towards a permanent solution to the conflict. EU efforts to mediate between the parties looked promising in mid but ultimately faltered. When no progress was made in talks, Azerbaijan started to increase pressure on Nagorno-Karabakh as of December 2022 and blocked access to region through Lachin corridor. The International Committee of Red Cross, the only humanitarian organization able to cross Lachin corridor, was able to deliver only 77 trucks of medical and food aid between December 2022 and August 2023. While authorities in Nagorno-Karabakh rejected aid directly from Azerbaijan via the Agdam road, an unprecedented humanitarian crisis occurred in Armenian enclave. Hopes that this situation